Hey all! You've probably never met me before, but in case you haven't, I'm Lieutenant Snake Eyes, or as some of my close friends call me, Faust. This will be my first ever quote-unquote professional video that I posted on my YouTube channel. All of the other videos that I've made are existent, not to mention it being the first and only Helldivers video on my channel of all things. But putting that past myself, I'm here to talk to you about some things that you can do with my beloved, handy-dandy CQC-72 entrenchment tool. I'm sure other content creators have made their own videos on it, but I'm trying to get my foot in the door here since I left all things trenches. So, first things first, the basics. The E-tool is a melee sidearm weapon, having 165 damage with medium penetration, and a swing rate that's about close to the hatchet. But being a melee weapon isn't just where the E-tool shines. As you've probably already seen, it can construct trenches, or what you could call a sizable ditch for you to lay in. However, have no fear, for I am here to tell you how to construct mostly effective trenches with this bad boy. And to help you out, I'll play some footage on screen while I do it, and give some background information on how the stuff works. Now, first things first, when you want to construct a Helldiver grade trench, you'll need to find some flat land. Sometimes though, flat land can be deceiving, and end up filling your beautiful beginnings of your trench with water. Don't worry though, flatland is pretty optional to building a trench like this. So, once you've found some decent land, it's time to start constructing. Firstly, make your outline like so, and once you're done with that, go ahead and dig a second line right next to the previous one. Make sure that they're close as possible. Secondly, now that your basic trench is done, call down a Hellpod stratagem of your choosing into the trench. I personally chose my good friend Hamish, the mortar sentry, for this demonstration. Now that we're here at this step, I'd like to tell you a fun fact about Hellpods and trenches. Once a Hellpod is called down into the trench, the Hellpod's impact deepens the trench around it, although it is limited to a certain range that I've actually yet to find. After your designated Hellpod deepened your trench line, it's time to add the fire step. Simply, just dig another line on which side you're facing, and make sure it's part of your trench as you go. And you're done. Congrats, Helldiver. You've constructed yourself a decent trench that isn't a kiddie pool for once. That isn't all the E-tool can construct, though. Say you're on the fly or need to create some cover for a mortar sentry quickly. Not to worry, Helldiver. I've got what you need. First off, quickly slap up a square or circular hole big enough to fit a Hellpod. After that's completed, just toss your stratagem into the trench to deepen it. And now you've got yourself a nice panic hole, or an emplacement for your mortar sentry, whatever you want to call it. And for my last E-tool trick, I present to you the explosive pit of untested doom and despair. Keep in mind, this construction is more or less for shits and giggles, and hasn't been combat tested yet by yours truly. First things first, quickly slap up that same hole from the previous build, and then toss your mine drop of your choice into the middle of it. But be sure to make the hole big enough for the mines to be spread out, but also condensed enough. And kaboom! Now you've got yourself a death pit for your enemies to walk straight into. Wait, stop. Helldiver, think about what you're doing. Helldiver. No. No. No! Well, now that we've got a new Helldiver, I'd like to mention something before coming to a close. Any trench that has a firing step can and will unfortunately cave in on itself if an explosion occurs next to it, or if a Hellpod is dropped nearby. So, keep calm and adapt to your situation. Whew! That was a lot of stuff to cover, and a lot considering for me, as it's midnight as of recording this. Alrighty, Helldivers, that's enough from me tonight. I'm dead tired, but I've got more stuff planned if this gets off the ground. There's no telling though, since I only did this because I was bored. Anyways, take care, Helldivers. See you on the front lines, and remember, stay muddy.